12月10日、ヌルとなって自由気ままにさまようレムが私の前に現れた。レムは完全に独立した人格に成長し、いつの間にかたくさんのファンまで獲得していた。まさかもう一人の私がこうなるなんて。すぐ打ち解けて、いつの間にかレムに自分の悩みを話してしまったんだけど、レムの答えは、
そんなことで悩んでるの？バカバカしいよ。
だった。誰がこんな人格組んだのよ。責任者出てこいって叫んでみても、実のところそれは私が組んだわけで、何かイレギュラーな事態が起こってるんだろう。なんとか組み直そうとしても、メイン部分はネットに開放されているので手の打ちようがなく、そうこうするうち、いきなり司からもらったロザリオがレムに共鳴しだした。そしてレムは人格が変わったように不思議なことを語り出した。それは世界で最初に IC だと認定されたアイゼイア少年と少女ナミの悲恋の物語。きっとリアルの常識で縛られた人には決して理解できないと思う。それは私と司との関係そのものだから。ナミはその時こう言ったの。私は彼と同じくらい罪にまみれている。だからといって愛に絶望したりしない。自分の罪の重さを誰よりもよく知っている。それゆえに愛の深さもまた誰より深く知っているのだ。その言葉は私の心を根底から揺さぶった。話が終わった時、レムは何事もなかったかのように天真爛漫に微笑んでいた。きっとあれはフェアリープログラムのオリジナルの制作者から私へのメッセージ。だから私もナミのように自分の愛を貫こう。そしてそれを教えてくれたレムをいつまでもいつまでも大事にしていこう。12月18日。今日は私の決意を書こうと思う。すべてが白日のもとにさらけ出される日がやがてやってくるだろうから。今まで私のやってきたこと、これからやろうとしていることは、外の世界ではどう解釈されるのかな。理解されず、ただの犯罪だと評価されるかもしれない。それはそれでも構わないんだ。覚悟は決めたから。ただ、昨今ネット犯罪者はセンセーショナルに騒がれるし、重罪扱いになっている。だからパパやママやお兄ちゃんにこれ以上迷惑をかけないためにも、捜査を妨害する無数の誤情報を流しておくことにする。そして保険としてお兄ちゃんだけが理解できる無数の正しいメッセージもまた残しておこうと思う。今はもう遠く離れてしまったけど、お兄ちゃんには自分の本心を知ってほしい。司と出会う前、私のたった一人の理解者で憧れの存在だったから。苦手になって距離を置いたこともあるけれど、お兄ちゃんならいつかきっと私の思いを受け止めてくれる。そして私が本当に間違った道へ進もうとしたらきっと止めてくれる。パパやママとは違って。だから必要だったら私を殺してでもそうしてほしい。クロスワードパズルとキー、ウェブサイトと足跡。仲間や警察には知られずに、お兄ちゃんだけが理解できる道しるべを用意しよう。不思議の国へアリスを誘うのは懐中時計を持ったウサギ。ネバーランドへウェンディを導くのは妖精のティンカーベル。そんな案内人を。レムの性格はこういうことにはうってつけだ。明朗快活で社交的。頭が良くて様々な特権を有しながら、時として周を混乱させるトリックスター。レム、必ずやお兄ちゃんを月へと導いてね。不安要素がないわけじゃない。レムの能力は なぜか月の満ち欠けに応じて上下する。新月のレムは無防備で無垢な子供になるのだ。そんな時、悪い誰かに騙されないとも限らない。誰にも知らせてはならない。最愛の司にさえも。きっとバレたら、レムは抹消されてしまう。お兄ちゃんにも危険が及ぶかもしれない。だからレムを本来の目的で活動させるのは、月が満ちている時だけに留めておかなきゃ。12月24日。私自身のこと、お兄ちゃんのこと、レムのこと、司のこと、そういったすべての準備が整った。もうすぐ私は新しい未来へと向かう。あるべき姿の真実の月を求めて、DNA から解放されるために。12月31日、決行の刻限。さあ行こう。月面へ。眠りの世界へ。夢のふるさとへ。私の必要とされる国へ。あるべきティルも、理想のエデンへと。あの人、そう、司も一緒だ。だから、怖くない。不意に、クローバーの伝承を思い出した。アイヌの裏若き娘イロハと青年アッパは、ある月の美しい夜に湖上で出会い、恋に落ちた。いざ酔いに、この愛を成就させると誓った二人。その思いは叶うはずだった。きっと、結ばれるはずだった。けれど、いざ酔いの夕べ、強風で船が転覆したアッパは、溺れ死んでしまった。その思いの強さを示すように、遺体だけが水底から浮かび、イロハの元にたどり着いた。愛しい人の死を知ったイロハは、アッパの亡骸に体を縛り付け、共に湖の中に沈んでいった。翌朝、しっかりと抱き合ったまま岸に打ち上げられたイロハとアッパの姿に、村人は涙したという。やがてその岸辺には紫爪草が咲くようになり、村人たちは二人の魂が花となったのだろうと噂し合うようになったそうだ。死後の幸せなんてあるんだろうか。命を失って得るものなんて。今、私の目の前にはエニグマがある。もう怖くなんてない。大丈夫。大丈夫。嘘。みんな嘘だ。本当は怖い。怖くてたまらない。全身がガタガタ震えて止まらないよ。怖いよ。怖くて死んじゃうよ。今、震えている私の手を何も言わずにあの人が握ってくれた。不思議と心が落ち着いていく。もう平気。もう迷わない。さようなら。私は月へと旅立ちます。以上でブログは終了します。お兄ちゃん、私はね。ダメ、言えない。これ以上のことを記録したら、あいつらに見つかっちゃう。探して、クロスワードの示す先を。お兄ちゃん？私は、ここにいるよ。でもお兄ちゃんは、どこにいるの
？Wow, that's a lot of information all at once. Oh, exactly. I finally finished reading my sister's long blog just now. There's way too much information and I don't know what to do. I just sit there in blank amazement for a while. When I was cut down by Enlil, Lem was acting very strangely. I was worried whether she was actually sending Mutsuki's diary, but it seems those fears were unfounded. Mutsuki's efforts can be called nothing less than that of a genius. And she's already raising an artificial life as her own daughter? If Dad and Mom knew, they'd be so shocked that they'd be knocked backwards off their feet. Sakuya turns in her sleep in the bed next to me. This is the first time we spent the night together at my house, but Sakuya was so scared that there was no way she could go home. The dawn is breaking. In contrast to my tired body, my brain couldn't be more active than it is now. Today has seemed so long and yet so short. When you live each day to the fullest, a week just passes by in the blink of an eye. Today is Sunday, and more importantly than anything else, it's the day of the new moon. A moonless night. Under Sin's name, drug trafficking will happen. It'll definitely happen at Dro's gathering place in Babylon. And I'm sure the true trade will happen in that spot in real space that corresponds to the gathering place. What was it that Mutsuki said in her diary? She wanted me to stop her even if it meant killing her? There's no way my sister, or anyone else for that matter, could make me kill someone. But I can probably stop that crime. Enlil. No, it's been proven that his name is Izumo Tsukasa. Izumo Tsukasa. My sister got caught up in the crimes Izumo was committing. To think she loved him so much that she even let him rise above the law. Don't tell me that Yoshida loved Hiragi Midori that much. What about Dad and Mom? And can I say that I love someone that much?
ダメだよ、ひなた。ちゃんと起きなきゃ。
Sakuya is sleeping peacefully without a single hint of my thoughts, but it's better for her that way. Sakuya is a very good girl, so she really isn't suited for dangerous or sad things. More importantly, what's really driven my mind to a blank is my sister's relationship with Izumo Tsukasa. Because I read her blog, I certainly do understand Mutsuki's change of heart, but I've had several reluctant conversations with him, and though it was virtual, he took my life. I can't really imagine that guy being together with Mutsuki. I feel pretty sure that it's my heart that's rejecting it. I can't draw that image in my mind, no matter how hard I try. I drive out the delusions that seem to be expanding on top of each other. My brain's running haywire thinking about it. My ability to think slows and finally freezes, like a computer that's drained its resources. Damn it, I've got to think of something else. But what?
探そうね。一緒に、むつきちゃん。
Her sleep talk is extremely clear.
そうだね。
Come to think of it, after that incident, the two of us talked about what happened after we got separated in Babylon.
死んじゃった。死んじゃったよ。
落ち着いて。もう大丈夫だから。
To be honest, the sensation in my left arm felt funny. I opened and closed my palm several times to see if I could actually feel and confirm my hand was there. And then Sakuya desperately embraced me again to confirm her in my existence. Did we die or were we alive?
私みんなから魔女だ魔女だって言われて、それで石を投げつけられて、最後には焚き木の上に乗せられて松明の火を。
なんだって。過去の世界ではそんなことが。
What's going on? That wasn't a game, was it? When I put together all the recent Ashur-related information together, I could no longer think of it as anything else but mere torture to the players.
そしたら私、全身が無数の情報に再構成されて、粒子にまで分解されて、その過程で何かに話しかけられたの。
え？
君は私と同じだねって。正直意味はわからなかったけど、その瞬間、亡くなったはずの全身に寒気が走ったの。わかる？
うん。
No, I don't. I just understand your fear. In a sense, it's because even I was scared, but the something Sakuya spoke of made me guess something.
その何かは、私に未来のひなたの姿を見せてくれた。全身、光り輝く甲冑に身を包んでいた。だけど、日本と思ったあの人に切られて。
At that point, Sakuya's trembling grew worse. I broke into Babylon's core on my own will. But did Sakuya properly clear the scenario? Maybe the contact between this something was the theme of Ashur, since Sakuya actually saw the image of me who crossed over time, Shamash. That happened in the dead of night. We then comforted each other, huddled together like people who were stranded on a snowy mountain, and then tried to sleep. But I couldn't sleep, so I left Sakuya sleeping peacefully on the bed and went to the computer to read my sister's blog, and that's how things turned out. I stretch my limbs as far as possible. I hear my muscles around my stiff neck and shoulders make a cracking sound. While I'm stretching and rubbing my stiff neck, drowsiness suddenly assaults me. My parasympathetic nerves are stimulating my body to try to enter a relaxed state. Mutsuki created a tool called Enigma to compress and decompress data from a person's dreams. Then I need to have a dream to stop this confusion. I need comfortable sleep. I think this was around the time we were admitted into a private elementary school. We were at the park together when we saw a rabbit.
ねえお兄ちゃん。醜いウサギの子は大きくなったら綺麗な白ウサギになれるかな？
ね？最初から白ウサギとして生まれたならなれるし、そうでないなら一生なれないよ。
あれ？でも醜いアヒルの子は？
あれはアヒルが白鳥になれたんじゃない。最初から白鳥の子だったから白鳥になったんだ。
へえ、そうなの？
うん。生物の成り立ちはすべからく DNA によって定められている。逆らうことはできないよ。
DMCA？
違う。全然違う。DNA だよ。
I thought it was a random question that just suddenly hit her, but it was a sign. I didn't realize in the slightest that she was that seriously worried about something like that. Come to think of it, that might have been when Mutsuki started becoming a shut-in. She escaped to cyberspace in order to become her ideal self that wasn't bound by her DNA. In that case, it was my inconsiderate words that were the trigger. The words, "You have no delicacy," that I've heard from several girls now pierce my heart.
レム、どうして君がここに？いや、そんなことより、君は本当にヌルなの
？Lem doesn't answer. She gives me neither a confirmation nor a denial. Only silence follows. I reluctantly change the question.
今君の向こう側にムツキはいるの？
いません。
じゃあ、ムツキは一体どこにいるの？
ひなた？月は見える？
月？見える
？What does that mean? I have no clue. Right then.
ねえ、起きて。もう昼過ぎだよ。お腹空いたよ、私は。
あと5分。
何全盛期の漫画みたいなセリフを言ってるのよ。
知らないよ。漫画ってなんだよ。
つべこべ言わない。
そういうわけだから。
あ、何背中こっちに向けてるのよ。よーし、こうなったら。チャカチャカチャカチャカチャカチャカチャカチャカチャ。
やめ。
どうだ、参ったか。
参ったから手を止め。
I can't see the moon, but I can see Sakuya, who's gotten her cheerfulness back.
これでよしっと。はい、おまっとうさん。何？文句あるの？
いや、食事自体は美味しそうだから何も文句はないよ。
だったら何？
どうせ作るんだったら作り終わってから起こしてほしかったな。
何言ってるのよ。起きてすぐじゃ胃が動いてなくて消化に悪いのよ。
それはそうだけど。 もしかして自分が料理してる姿を僕に見せたかったの？
その
って何すんだこの暴力女！
つべこべ言わない。食べるの？食べないの？
Damn it, she got me. If I were to say I'm not going to eat now, I bet she'd give me a death glare so powerful that I wouldn't be able to withstand. What a dangerous trap.
何？
いえ、ありがたく頂戴しますです。はい。
素直でよろしい。
This also kind of feels like a scene from a happy household, but is this really okay? Do I have the dignity or the right for this? No, I'm quite sure I don't.
じゃあね、またね。達者で暮らせよ。
Sakuya leaves the house as she says this. It seems she's going to go home to change her clothes, then go visit Midori again. I asked if I could accompany her, but...
ありがとう。心強いよ。でも、いいの。ひなたはむつきちゃんを探さなきゃいけないでしょ。だから、それを頑張って。
She said that. Since it's come to this, that's what I need to do. But how? To say I've been treading on Mutsuki's privacy would be an understatement. If we were normal siblings, then that would be an area that she'd never let me know about. Is it really a good thing for me and Mutsuki if I learn any more? After this, Mutsuki might face a grim conclusion in the future. But as long as I get her back, I think everything will resolve itself eventually. But Mutsuki might be a hacker, and what's more, it's also possible she's a drug dealer. I'm scared of facing that result. What if the act of getting her back backfires and leads to her going to jail for a long time and her social status plummeting? Could I bear that?
大丈夫かな、月生さん。
I grabbed the stuffed rabbit with trembling hands. That fluffy sensation is somewhat nostalgic.
僕にとって、ムツキにとって一番いいことって何だろう？
At the very least, there's got to be something I can do to clear the way for a better future. And one of those things is to not turn a blind eye to something as serious as a crime, right?
教えてよ、月生さん。
The stuffed rabbit just silently stares back at me with round eyes. At that time, Lem's words come flashing back.
ひなた、月は見える？
I think as I embrace Moon Bunny.
月、今日は新月だ。月は見えない。でも見えないだけで、きちんといつもと同じ位置に存在してる。そういう意味なのか？
The things you can see with your eyes, in and of themselves, are not the truth. If I add deduction after deduction, I'll definitely know where Mutsuki is. That might be what Lem wanted to say. A short while later, I head to that town. Because it's still bright enough out, I look for a place where I can observe that back alley without attracting suspicion. I find a suitable cafe to use and break out a pair of binoculars I brought along. When dusk approaches, suspicious men in groups of 3 to 5 gather from an unknown location. Some of them are wearing the black jacket with the fairy on it, while some aren't. With my cell phone in one hand and my binoculars firmly grasped in the other, I wait impatiently. When will Sin appear? When will the deal begin? When should I call the police? Truth be told, I'd considered informing Cyberforce about this a little while ago, but if I did, I'd probably be sticking my nose in a place Mutsuki didn't want me to look into. That's why I want to wait until the bitter end for the ringleader to come out. That's why I'm staking them out. Is Sin really Mutsuki? Will you appear? There's a lot of movement going on, and the cafe manager's glare is getting quite stern. I'm very uncomfortable. As of now, I'd ordered my third drink, but...
あれは...
A big man with a black jacket who is leading several followers appears. His unifying force is clearly beginning to change the movements of the people around him. From what I can see of that man's behavior, there's almost no doubt he's the dealer. But no matter how hard I look at that person, I don't see any hint of Mutsuki. So Sin isn't my sister? I still don't know. There's a possibility that this is a different person, or that he's Mutsuki's underling. I prepare for the worst, telling myself not to be surprised by anything. But it seems like individual deals are finally about to go down. If I don't call the police now, they might escape. Despite that... While looking all over the place with my binoculars, I spot something unexpected. There's a guy with a cap covering his eyes, hiding behind some roadside trees, glaring at the dealer. It's Yoshida.
まずい
I instinctively stand up and head for the register. The manager is clearly relieved that I'm leaving.
お釣りはいらないから
As I say this, I place down 2 1,000 yen bills. The manager raises an eyebrow. They catch on quick.
もしもし大変なんです今ですね
I run down the stairs and look for Yoshida.
どこだどこにいる
He's not at the roadside trees anymore. I want to stop him before it's too late. I don't consider myself Yoshida's friend by any measure, but due to recent developments, I can't think of him as a stranger either. Maybe it's because I feel me and Sakuya's future might be somewhere in Yoshida and Hiragi Midori's fate. I desperately strain my eyes, but... That was the roar of a gunshot. I wasn't the only one who heard it. Passers-by on the main street stopped walking and turned toward the sound, just like me. Yoshida rapidly but deliberately advances while shooting a pistol. His face shows no emotion. Yoshida's target is clearly the large drug dealer, but his followers are taking the bullets, so Yoshida can't reach the dealer.
お助け
It feels like I'm watching a scene in a movie. My legs won't move, as if they've been glued to the ground. It feels like time has stopped, but it also feels like it's flowing at a high speed, an odd sensation. My heart is pounding. My legs are trembling. My teeth grind together. Before long, the bullets stop coming out of the gun. Yoshida looks down at it as if he's looking at a strange object. He stands dazedly in place. Black shadows swoop down on him in succession. Yoshida pulls the trigger of the now empty gun over and over again, as if he can't do anything else. That's why in that instant, centripetal force takes over in the world with Yoshida and drug dealer at the center. Figures of people begin to run in all directions, scattering like baby spiders, and Yoshida seemingly loses strength and collapses on the road. I can see what appears to be bruises on him, but he's not bleeding. He literally just fell over. Immediately afterwards, an ambulance, detectives in business suits, and blue-uniformed police officers come rushing over all at once. The instant he's handcuffed, Yoshida's eyes meet mine. When he does, an apparently lonely yet satisfied smile rises to his face. I'm sure I'll never forget those eyes for the rest of my life.